Welcome to another RMSO driving roundtable. We're on a Bigfoot expedition on the north side of Bear Lake. 6 days ago, a woman saw a Bigfoot cross the road, a daylight saving. It's 7 p.m. right now. She saw the Bigfoot around 6 p.m.-ish or so, and it crossed this road. We're heading to the area where it crossed. Right now we're camping in the area for the next 4 days, looking around for Bigfoot evidence. We're camping up the canyons on the left side of the road where the mountains and stuff are. You know, I just figure that's where the Bigfoot would have came from, is the mountains and canyons and stuff. So we're gonna search for Bigfoot evidence, and we're gonna drive past where she saw it. I've been in communication with her husband, asking if they found the trackway and stuff, and she was really shook up when she saw it, and she can't remember the exact spot that it had crossed the road. So we got a general area. So I'm gonna drive around the general area and see if I can find a place where it might make sense for it to cross. I know it's a needle in a haystack to try and find the trackway from 6 days ago when we don't know the exact spot, but hey, we're here. The north side of Bear Lake has dozens of Bigfoot sightings, so it fits right in with what's going on in the area. She got to see its backside as it disappeared onto the side of the road, and at the point where she saw it disappear, it whistled, or she heard a whistle. Not saying the whistle come from the Bigfoot, but there was a distinct loud whistle from what I understand. So, and I've come across Bigfoot sighting reports where the Bigfoot whistles. So
in this area,
yep,
there's that little boy that got lost up the canyon, and the Bigfoot whistled for his search party for him.
Yep, the mouth of the canyon that happened to that little boy is only about 10 miles from her Bigfoot sighting. So yeah, we were planning on doing a Bigfoot expedition in Utah on this particular expedition, but after we got that sighting report, we changed our plans. So we're in an area that, in my opinion, is a fresh Bigfoot sighting. As rare as Bigfoot sightings are, being in an area where a Bigfoot was saw 6 days ago, that's really recent.
Well, this whole stretch of road, half of it's in Idaho and half of it's in Utah, the mountain range. It's all within a 20-mile stretch, so it's not like it's that far away.
No, not for an animal. Heck, I can walk 20 miles in a day, no problem. At least I used to do it when I was a kid. The walk-a-thon.
Well, we're only camped 6 miles from where it crossed the road.
Yep.
I just meant it was only like 20 miles from the Utah border.
Right.
We were discussing what it might be doing in this area instead of being up in the hills, and why it was down in the swamp area is this time of year there's lots of geese down where we're headed, and ducks, and there's lots of eggs, duck eggs, geese eggs, any kind of actually water.
And the chicks.
And all the little chicks are hatching.
Yeah,
so
so
there's
that's
probably a lot of food there right now.
so yeah, so it's a seasonal food source. So that's a possibility of why it might be coming down into the valley, because the north side of Bear Lake is where the bird refuge is. It's all the swamp areas and stuff.
That's where she saw it, right?
Well, she saw it crossing the road in that general area, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, all kinds of birds are going to be nesting down in these fields and in the swamps. And
yeah, it's untouched because it's a refuge.
yeah, they got a hold of us an hour after it happened, or I got their message an hour after it happened. And Jenny and I were many miles away already on a Bigfoot expedition. You know, if we had been home, we probably would have ran out here, but we even talked about it where we were at, and we just weren't in a position to do that. So we had to wait till now to get out here. It just, things don't always work out the way you would like them to. We don't just sit at home and wait for this stuff to happen, otherwise we would always be sitting at home. We went up behind Strawberry. We actually scouted out a place to camp for this Bigfoot expedition, and then after getting that message, we changed. And then I've been picking their brain for more details, as much details as I can get. He did say it really shook her up.
Works in this area as well, right? And he said that at his work at night they may have had some Bigfoot activity happen.
Yeah, the people that work the night shift, and he works, I don't know if he has a rotating shift or whatever, but he's worked the night shift and stuff too, and something will come and bang on the side of the building and stuff, and they have found some Bigfoot shaped footprints out behind the building where you know, the slamming on the building happens and stuff. So yeah, he got a hold of me a couple of years ago letting me know that they think they may have been having some harassment at their work at night in this area. And then now his wife has actually saw the creature. And look how bright it is. I mean, it happened an hour earlier, a week ago, less than a week ago. So, I mean, it's a broad daylight sighting.
Yeah, that would be hard to mistake what you see right in front of you.
Hard to dismiss.
Yeah.
I haven't posted the Bigfoot sighting report yet because I wanted to be the I wanted to come out here and check around before I posted the report. So I'll be posting the report to the blog here soon. Our RMSO Bigfoot blog spot. And when I get to the spot where it happens, see here, the swamps, we're really close to where the sighting happened, and we think that there's a possibility the Bigfoot was here for the brooding birds, nesting birds, their eggs, their chicks. Who knows?
It's a mystery.
Yep, there's a lot of swamp out here. We're about a half a mile from where it happened.
We were just out
Oh
here
my heck.
about them.
Yeah, it happened right around here somewhere. Look at all the swamp. You can see the nesting geese out there.
Look at all the geese.
I'm betting that's part of the reason why the Bigfoot was here.
There's some ducks.
Now, I don't know which direction it crossed. I don't know if it crossed from that way to that way or vice versa. I guess that's something else I need to ask them. But yeah, now we're on the stretch where it happened. It happened somewhere on this.
Just right here.
Weird, there's no cover.
No,
There's cover that direction now. There's the willows and all that. It's swampy as heck here.
Boy, look at how big those are. Those cranes are huge. There's some more geese. And some baby geese.
You'll see the eggs and the chicks are an easy meal.
Yeah.
An easy meal for a predator. Gosh, there's just not very much cover. But I know that they'll get down on all fours and they'll even belly crawl to avoid being seen sometimes too.
Well, there is a turnoff up here that goes into a swamp. Maybe we should take it.
This one right here?
No. It's up here on the right.
Well, heck, if it came out of the water on one side of the water and went into the water on the other side, there isn't much opportunity
Right here.
for footprints.
Oh, this is a big, huge bird refuge back in here, and there's lots of willows and swamp area. So if it's hiding down in here, it's a good chance it might be right up in here.
Yeah, there's lots of cover in this area. See, they gave us a general idea within about of a half a mile of where it happened, so we're still kind of in the sighting area stretch.
There's also a big, huge canal to our right, which you can't see. It's really big and it's really deep.
Yeah, you can wade in the canal and avoid detection.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see anything in there.
Well, obviously they don't always avoid detection because she saw it.
Yeah. Well, they got to get from point A to point B, that's for sure. That whole field is full of geese right there.
Yep.
Aww.
There's so much food this
Look at
time
all the
of
little
year.
baby cows. They're so tiny.
I know. What if it was down here? Get itself a baby cow.
No. I guess it could.
You don't think Bigfoot likes hamburgers?
I don't see why not. I do. But look, see this stuff? If it was walking through this stuff, you wouldn't be able to see it at all.
Yeah, these willows stand over 10 feet tall, some of them, so.
There's huge stretches of those.
So we can only contemplate why it's here. It'd be cool for lightning to strike twice and for us to have a sighting also.
Yeah, that'd sure be nice.
Well, it looks like we've already passed through most of the swamp area.
No, we haven't hit it yet.
Oh, you're talking the bird refuge? There's a bunch of swamp right there.
Yeah. All the little ducks swimming.
So yeah, you guys see those mountains back there? That's where I believe the Bigfoot is from. I just don't see it actually living down here in the valley. But, you know, it was down here a couple hours before nightfall. And I believe it was probably going to forage in the swamps all night long before heading back up into the mountains. Yeah, that stretch where it happened, there wasn't too many landmarks. I can see why she is unable to pinpoint the exact spot. I'm sure
There's some pelicans. Look how big they are.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bunch more pelicans.
I don't know if the camera can see them out there, but
There's some ducks nesting right here. A bunch of them. Little wood ducks. Oh, they're little nests. Yeah, this is the nesting spot for them over here.
And this is where the Bigfoot was headed. In this area. Coming from or headed.
Oh, there's some baby geese with their mama. Boy, she's got like 10 of them.
So they got goslings right now. And those are easy to pick off.
Poor little things. Fox get them all the time.
Foxes and coyotes and
Raccoons.
skunks. It's also an opportunity for the Bigfoot to get an adult. The adults are more likely to stick around instead of flying off when they've got their young. So yeah, in my opinion, this is where the food is this time of year. Right down here in these swamps.
Easy pickings. Like you said, there's probably turtles down here too.
And frogs.
There's a whole bunch of geese.
You know, you look at the area, and if they want to get in here and get the food, they're gonna have to come out in the open at some point, you know.
Yeah, they probably just thought, he probably just followed in the back fields on the north side of the road through all the willows and hit about where the canal is and crossed the road to get over here. Well, if nobody was paying attention, you wouldn't.
You saw it crossing the road from a distance, you'd just think it was a person. Oh, there's a person crossing
Well,
the
no,
road.
I'm talking about out in these fields. You saw a big black mass. Look at all the cows. You wouldn't even take a second look.
From a distance, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
Except for right now, we're looking for the Bigfoot shape. It's exciting when you get the opportunity to get into an area where there was just a fresh Bigfoot sighting, because it doesn't happen very often. You know, a lot of times, you know, we go to places where it happened last year, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, 30 years ago. So
To be in the same spot as one was last week. Pretty fun.
Look down into these
I have been.
muddy places for footprints. Gosh, I think I'm gonna pull over up here and
Wait. There's a dead duck right there. And there's some
okay, let me pull over up here and then we can start looking around.
There's some big footprints.
Okay. We're gonna get out and start looking. This is a great spot with mud instead of just swamp. This would be a great spot for footprints if one crossed through here.
Well, like I said, like, you know how some people are like, oh,
That's a bird of prey.
it's what?
That's like a hawk.
Oh my
Poor thing.
That's horrible.
Yep.
We'll see how deep this canal is. If it wanted to walk just along through here, you would only see, you know, like its shoulders and up. And look, it can cross right through there and go clear out through all of these fields, and nobody would ever see it. Nobody doubt it.
Power lines are noisy.
Yeah, they are.
I thought someone was out here on a four-wheeler riding around, and it's the power line humming. I'm just not seeing any sharp, crisp footprints. Are you?
See the big impressions that go in the water and all over there? But they're not sharp. They're just big blobs.
It's a needle in the haystack. Unfortunate that she doesn't know the exact spot that it crossed. But we can go and look in places that we think that it would use. And I'm with Jenny. I think it would probably stick to some of these ditches, rivers, and canals, especially when there's no cover. Because that helps it keep it in a low profile area.
Yeah, you'd only see a little bit of it.
And everybody knows that Bigfoot can walk on all fours as well as it can walk on two legs. There's a lot of fish in here.
I know.
I don't know if the camera's picking them up. I mean, they're just baby fish, but...
Well, there's carp in here too. You can hear them jumping out there.
And see, down in these swamps, there's always an opportunity for fish meal too.
There's a whole school of fish right there. Sipping around.
Okay, we're gonna keep looking around. We find anything that looks like it might be Bigfoot related, we'll let you know. Yeah, as far as we know, I mean, you really don't know what the Bigfoot are capable of. It could be laying down in the tall grasses down here during the day, and you know, maybe it stays down in these swamps while the food's here 24/7. You just don't know. Be fun to find out though. That's what we're trying to do.
Go where they go.
That's weird when you're in this place and it's like, well, there's no cover.
But when you get out of the car and start looking around, there is a lot of cover.
Well, I know there's people that will disqualify a Bigfoot sighting because there's no cover in that area, and it's like, well, I don't know if Bigfoot read that manual that it has to have cover to be in an area, you know? I'm thinking that
it does what it wants.
Yeah, if it wants to eat, it's got to be where the food is, and if the cover's not there.
The wildlife refuge is just right over there along that dirt road.
Do you want me to go back?
Where do you see where I'm gonna go?
I don't know. Back in the mountains. pretty much circled the area that it happened in. And most of the Bigfoot sightings that happened in this area actually happened in those mountains right there. So that's my 2 cents. The Bigfoot in this area live in those mountains and come down here when they need to. Jenny and I have been hiking and poking around, and it's just a bad time of year for food up there.
Yeah, it's spring. Nothing's really come in yet.
Everything's flooding, wet, muddy.
Oh, there's a kill there.
Jenny and I even got stuck in snow last night.
We had to dig out. It took us 3 hours. Or no, 2.5 hours.
Close enough. Yep.
With a shovel in the snow.
We drove 4 hours, set up camp, went scouting around, got stuck. And then it rained while we were digging out, so
we're laying in snow, trying to get snow out from underneath the car, and it's raining on us.
Now Derek tells us that we always get all the fun. I was sitting there thinking about that while I was laying in the snowbank digging underneath the vehicle.
We get all the fun.
Yeah, we get all the fun. Yeah, we kept the camera rolling while all that was going on, in case we got a Bigfoot to come down while we were digging the car out, so.
To see what we were doing.
Yeah.
Laying in the snow.
So yeah, we picked a canyon that was really close to the sighting. Canyon that's only 6 miles from where the sighting happened, and that's where we're camping. And hopefully we get lucky.
Yeah, it's just right up in front of us.
Yep. Yeah, some of those abandoned buildings, maybe.
There's old abandoned homesteads and barns and sheds and haystacks and all sorts of stuff out here. A full loop of the area.
Yep, we did a full loop of the sighting report area.
In my opinion, it's a definite possibility that that could have happened.
With the history of Bigfoot sightings in the area, just have to take that seriously because of the history and a daylight sighting. Now, if that was the Bigfoot that actually whistled, I wonder why it whistled after she saw it. I wonder if it was alerting another one or other ones that it had been spotted, or
to warn to stay where they're at.
Yeah. It's lots of hows and whys. This is the beautiful canyon that we're camping in while we investigate or search for the Bigfoot that was spotted. It's a very squatchy canyon. I hope you guys enjoyed a drive around a recent Bigfoot sighting. This is where we're camped, is back in here. One of many canyons close to where the Bigfoot sighting happened. We just felt that maybe this canyon would be the best opportunity for us to look around for Bigfoot evidence. And if we find anything, we'll certainly let you know. Keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching.